Hello there, and welcome to day 89 of the 100 Days Python Programming Challenge. And my name is Fumi. And what is today's topic, you might ask? Today we will be talking about Flask framework file uploading. Today I would show you how you can upload files through forms, validate them, and store them on the server. Are you excited? It's day 89 of the 100 Days Python Programming Challenge. Hi there, and welcome again. Today is going to be a very exciting day because today we're talking about file upload. Have you seen all those websites or web applications where you are able to upload files? Today I will show you how you can do it in Flask. Flask makes it easy to undo file uploads, and in this tutorial I will walk through how you can upload files in Flask application. So let's start with our file structure as usual. I'm sure by now you're already used to the file structure. So first we have our app.py. We'll have a special folder where we're going to store all the uploaded files. So when our users upload a file, it's going to be stored in this particular folder. And let's call that folder uploads. There'll be nothing in this folder yet until we start uploading files. And then let's have our template. So new folder, template, and let's bring it out so it can be a folder on its own. So we have template, and then in our template, we'll then have an HTML file. So I'll call it upload.html. So app.py will contain all our flags, routes, and logic. Upload is the folder that would store all the uploaded file, and our template is our HTML file. So let's start with our app.py. We'll have to import stuffs from Flask. So we'll import Flask, render template, request, redirect, and URL for. If you watched our previous tutorial, you already know what all these are for. And next we're going to import OS. I'm going to show you how I would use import OS later. And if you have not watched the OS video, I suggest you do so. OS helps you to undo directory, to create new directory, to delete from directory, to update, and so on and so forth. So you might want to check out the OS video in this playlist. And then as always, we'll have our app flags equals to name. These are the stuffs you need. These are like building blocks of your Flask application. So the first thing that we'll deal with is our upload folder. I want to configure the upload folder and what kind of files we want to save in the upload folder. So I can specify like files, extensions, the allowed extension that I want to be stored, that I want to allow my user to upload. So I can decide that, I want them to upload a JPEG, a PNG, a GIF, a PDF, and so on and so forth. So let's define what our file upload is. Our directory. So our directory is the uploads folder. So let's have upload folder equals to upload. Again, you can call your variable name whatever you want. It just has to be pointing to the folder that you want all your files to be stored. And then let's configure this. We'll configure this by using app.config upload folder equals to upload folder. And finally, our allowed extensions. I'm going to allow PNG, JPEG, and GIF. So let's do that. You can add more if you want to add more to your allowed extension, but this is what I want to allow. And then I want to check, because I told you anytime you're dealing with information from the user, you have to put checks in place because you're not really sure what your user can upload or what your user would upload. You have no control over it. So let's put check in place. So again, the upload folder defines the folder where all your files will be stored. The app config upload folder tells Flask where to save the files, and the app config allowed extension specifies the file extension that are allowed for upload. So the next thing is the check that we have to put in place to ensure that the uploaded folder has these extensions. If they don't have this extension, then we don't want them. So this is the code that I will use, and I would explain that. So I'm adding this dot in the file name, checks if the file name contains a dot to ensure that there's an extension. Look at, for example, app.py. So it is checking for the dot. And then the file I'll split the file name into two parts at the point of the last dot. So if, for example, this app.py, it's going to get to the dot and it's going to split it. So we would have app separate and we would have py separate. And then the lower it returns the extension, it converts it to a lowercase, and then it checks if that extension is in our allowed extension. So then it is an allowed file. So now let's define our file route. So first we have to have our home page. And what is our home page doing? Our home page is just rendering the upload.html. That's all it's doing. I would have my decorator app.route and then my function dev upload form, and then it should just render the render template that we imported, render the upload.html file. Be able to get our files and save it into our folder. So I would have a new route that will be called upload. And what it's doing is that it's doing the post. So I'm mapping the upload to the function and I'm allowing post. We've talked about get and post. So I'm allowing the post request. All files are uploaded via the post. The next thing that I want to do is to check if a file is uploaded, and I will use the request.files, which is a dictionary of all the uploaded files. And if no file is uploaded, the user stays on the same page. The user is redirected to the same page. And then I want to retrieve the uploaded file directly for the form. So I'm doing two things. I'm doing checks. Checks are always important. Check if there's no file in the request file, and then stay on the same page. I don't want to move from page, so redirect to the same page, and then get the file from the form or whatever, the button, the upload section, and then I would save it. Another check that you can put in place is that to check if there is an empty file name. If the file name is empty, then you also want to redirect, and then you will then check the file extension. So this function that we have here. So these are all checks in place. Anytime you are dealing with input statements, with upload, with just getting information from the user, you have to put all these checks in place. So I'm checking if the file name is empty. I'm checking if the file has the allowed extension. You just have to think ahead that although if you have like a special manual, even now nobody reads manual. So if you have a manual, you can write the extensions that are allowed. But if you don't, you just put checks in place and you can put like a nice message that, oh, the file you uploaded is not allowed. It doesn't contain the right extensions and so on and so forth. So now let's check if the file as the allowed extension. I will use if file and allowed file. And then what am I checking? I'm checking my file.file name. I'm getting the file name. So if the file and the allowed files, if it contains the correct extension, then I want to combine the upload file path with the file name, and I want to save the uploaded files in the upload directory, and I want to return a success message to showing the file path. So just showing the file path that, oh, your upload has been successful, and this is the file name. This is what you uploaded that is successful. So first, we're combining the upload folder with the file name. And then let's save the file by using file.save. And what are we saving? We're saving the file name. And then finally, let's return a message that the upload was successful. And then remember, we have if the file is allowed. If it is not allowed, then I want to return the message that, oh, the file that you uploaded is not allowed. These are the files that are allowed. So you can either take this return if it's successful or take this return if it is not successful. So next thing that we will do is to have our HTML code. So it's just a basic HTML code. So we have our title, that is just like upload the file, and then in our body we have the H1, that is our H1 tag, and then the form we have this, that's the form element, the form, and then we're using the method post because we want to send data to the server. We're enc type multi-part form data. This specifies that the form will include files essential for uploading files, and then the action is upload. This specifies the URL to which the form data will be submitted. That is the URL we have here, the upload. And then next we have our labels, and then we have our input, and then we have our button to submit. And then we made this required because that's the whole process of the tutorial. And then we close the tag. So let's run this now and see the result. Python app.py. And this is what we have. We have our upload. You see, choose a file, and this is the file, and then this is the button to upload the file. So let me click on it, and then I can upload an image. We can also try to upload a PDF and something so you can see the error message. And then when I click on upload, you see file successfully uploaded successfully. And we see upload and we see the name of the file. And if you come here and you check the folder, you see that the file is now in the folder. This is the file, it's now in the folder. So the next thing, let me show you if you deal with a PDF or a file that is not allowed, so you can see the error message. So let's go back to the home page, and then when I choose the file, you see, for example, this is like a video or something. So when I click on upload, see the extension is WEBM, and when I click, you see invalid file format, only PNG, JPEG are allowed. So this is how we've been able to make upload possible. This is the what we've done today to show you how you can upload files using Flask application, how you can set up allowed extension, and how you can show messages when the extensions are not allowed, when they upload the wrong files. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you have any questions. The link to the code is in the description to my GitHub. Download it, try it out, and let me know if you have any question. See you tomorrow.